All right, so this is Kenny Santos out of Toronto, Canada for KennySantos.com. It is Wednesday. It's time for another personal development tip, and this one is all about a really beautiful life lesson that I learned from a flowering almond plant. All right, at least I think it was a flowering almond. It looked like a flowering almond plant to me. Now, if you want to learn what the life lesson is, then I invite you to like, subscribe, share, and comment. It's a super easy way and a simple way for you to support my blog and my channel. And you can do that for free. But let's get into the content. You know, just the other day, 2 days ago, as a matter of fact, I was just walking in the park. It was my daily walk, and I noticed a pine tree or some sort of evergreen tree. I'm not good at identifying plants, and but this tree kind of took me by surprise because I was looking at it and it looked like it was flowering. And I'm not any sort of tree expert. I'm not an arborist. I'm not even really a plant enthusiast, but I know that evergreen trees don't flower, at least not the way I saw it was flowering. And of course I was mistaken. There was actually another plant underneath the pine tree that was that made it look like the pine tree was flowering. I think it was a flowering almond. My mom has flowering almonds, so that's why I think that's what it was. And here's the lesson that I learned, because upon closer inspection, it looked like this flowering almond, which was somehow caught root underneath this pine tree, really didn't have a chance to really grow. I mean, it was in the shade, and probably a lot of the nutrients were getting taken up by the tree. And you know what? It just didn't have a chance to really flourish. But the tree didn't care. As a matter of fact, the tree actually was growing straight up, and then it took a 90-degree turn towards the sun. And then once it reached the sun, the parts that were exposed to the sun, those flowered and they looked beautiful. And that really goes to show is that, you know what, plants, they never give up. Nature just does not give up, no matter what the odds are, no matter what the hand is played or dealt to them. They still play it the best they can. You know, how high will a tree grow? As Jim Rohn says, a tree will grow as fast, or sorry, not as fast, but as high as it possibly can. This particular flowering almond, how big did it grow? It grew as big as it could. It didn't matter to the plant that it couldn't grow as big as its friends, or that it couldn't grow as big that its original potential. It just grew as big as it possibly can. And as a result, I learned a great lesson out of this. There's so many of us that we settle, or we make excuses, say, you know what, I didn't do as good because I didn't start off with the same resources as someone else. But it's all those rags to riches stories that we love so much. We don't care about the people that were born rich and stay rich. I mean, we care a little bit. I mean, there's the Hiltons and there's the Royals and all those people, but we're getting more inspired by the people by the rags to riches stories. You know, the stories like Abraham Lincoln, or the stories like Oprah Winfrey, or these people. You know what, they started with nothing. They started with less than us. They started with less resources, probably less education, less money, less time, less everything. Some of them, they couldn't even read, but they still made things happen. They still were able to really make something out of their lives. And I invite you, you know what, no matter where you are in your life, whether you feel like you're just not going to reach your goal or not, there is still a goal that you can achieve. And if you are on this earth, there's still a purpose that you can live. All right, if you're living your purpose, you will not die 1 second too late. And so if you're still alive, you still have a chance to live your purpose. Be like the tree that I saw by this flowering almond plant that, you know what, didn't care. It did not care that it did not have the best chances. It did its best. So I invite you to do your best. So I trust you got some great value out of this. I invite you to, once again, like, subscribe, share, and comment. If you want to see more videos like this, go to my blog. It's KennySantos.com. You can even put your name and email in. You're going to get an awesome audio and grow in your business. Now remember this, every day, multiple times a day, the universe sends us miracles. We only got to do two things about that. We get to recognize those miracles, and then, of course, my favorite part, we get to accept those miracles. All right, take care and create a great day.